Hollywood is buzzing with shocking castings, explosive sequels, and jaw-dropping new projects. From horror to action and sci-fi, the biggest stars are stepping into some of the most ambitious roles of their careers. You won't want to miss what's coming to theaters and streaming next. In this video, we'll break down all the must-know updates from the film and TV world, including new cast announcements, sequels, and studio projects in development. If you're a fan of blockbusters, horror, or sci-fi adventures, you're about to get a front row seat to everything happening in Hollywood right now. Paramount Pictures is developing two separate G.I. Joe movie projects, with writer Max Landis and actor-writer Danny McBride working on distinct concepts for the franchise. Reports from Deadline and Entertainment Weekly note that Landis is writing a treatment for one version while McBride is developing another. Both projects are in very early stages, and the studio's not confirmed whether they will remain separate or merge later. The G.I. Joe franchise is based on Hasbro's iconic toy line and produced three live-action films: G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra 2009, G.I. Joe Retaliation 2013, and the spin-off Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins 2021. The latter underperformed relative to its budget and box office expectations. Paramount's exploration of multiple scripts suggests a search for a fresh direction after mixed results. Industry insiders indicate the two story ideas could potentially be combined in development, though no final decision has been made. Both writers are independently shaping what may become the next chapter of the G.I. Joe universe. Sony Pictures is developing a live-action Astro Boy movie, bringing the classic Japanese manga character to the big screen. Reports from The Hollywood Reporter and Deadline state that Jason Reitman and Gil Kenan, the team behind Ghostbusters Afterlife and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, are developing a project through their production company, with Sony's Columbia Pictures producing. Astro Boy, created by Osamu Tezuka in 1952, follows a robot boy built by a scientist after the death of his son, who becomes a hero after navigating the human world. The character has appeared in numerous animation series and films, including the 2009 CGI adaptation, which reportedly featured voices from Freddie Highmore and Kristen Bell. Some sources also mention Nicolas Cage, though his involvement is occasionally disputed. The live-action adaptation, casting, director, and release date have not yet been confirmed. Sony aims to reintroduce the character to global audiences with a modern live-action approach and advanced visual effects. Producer Sam Raimi has provided a new update on the long-planned sequel to the 2019 survival horror hit Crawl. Speaking with The Wrap, Raimi revealed that the project is still in development and that the studio's recent leadership changes at Paramount Pictures have slowed progress. According to Raimi, the new executives at Paramount are currently reviewing the project and appear interested in moving forward with it. He explained that the team has been trying to secure official approval from the studio and now has renewed hope that the sequel could eventually get the green light. Earlier reports indicate that Alexandre Aja, who directed the original film, was expected to return to direct the sequel. The original Crawl, released in July 2019, starred Kaya Scodelario, a young woman trapped in a flooding Florida house during a Category 5 hurricane while being hunted by aggressive alligators. Directed by Alexandre Aja and produced by Sam Raimi, the film blended disaster thriller elements with creature horror. Despite its modest $13 million production budget, the movie performed strongly at the box office, earning more than $91 million worldwide and gaining a loyal audience among horror fans. Earlier development plans suggested that Crawl 2 could move the action from Florida's flooded homes to a partially submerged New York City, expanding the scale of the story. Writers Andrew Dutchman and Jason Pagan, known for Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension, were previously attached to the screenplay. For now, the sequel remains in development while Paramount continues evaluating the project. A fifth film in the Matrix franchise is still moving forward, according to filmmaker Drew Goddard, who recently confirmed that the project remains in development at Warner Bros. Pictures. Reports from outlets include Variety, Deadline, and The Hollywood Reporter indicate that Goddard, known for writing The Martian, directing The Cabin in the Woods, is attached to write and direct the next installment of the iconic sci-fi series. The project was first announced in early 2024, and Goddard has now reassured fans that development is continuing behind the scenes, though production has not yet begun and the studio has not revealed a timeline for filming. The Matrix franchise began in 1999's groundbreaking film The Matrix, created by Lana and Lily Wachowski, which starred Keanu Reeves as Neo and Carrie-Anne Moss as Trinity. The movie became a cultural phenomenon, spawning sequels The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions in 2003, following years later by 2021's The Matrix Resurrections. Across the 4 films, this series has earned more than $1.8 billion worldwide and remains one of the most influential science fiction franchises in modern cinema. At this stage, details about cast, storyline, and release plans for The Matrix 5 have not yet been officially announced. However, Warner Bros. Executives have previously expressed interest in expanding the franchise, and Goddard's involvement suggests the studio is exploring a new creative direction for the next chapter of the Matrix universe. A Game of Thrones feature film is officially in development, with Warner Bros. Pictures exploring ways to bring the beloved fantasy franchise to the big screen. According to reports from The Hollywood Reporter and Variety, the studio has begun early development on a movie set in the world created by George R.R. Martin. The project is still in its early stages and no director, writer, or cast members have been officially announced. However, the move signals Warner Bros. Growing interest in expanding the Game of Thrones universe beyond television and into theatrical releases. The original Game of Thrones series premiered on HBO in April 2021 and ran for 8 seasons until May 2019, becoming one of the most successful and influential TV shows in modern history. Based on Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire novels, this series followed the political power struggles among noble families in the fictional continents of Westeros and Essos. Over its run, the show won 59 Primetime Emmy Awards, more than any other scripted television series, and built a massive global franchise. Warner Bros. Has already expanded the franchise with the successful prequel series House of the Dragon, which premiered in August 2022 on HBO. While details about the planned movie remained under wraps, insiders say the project could open the door for more theatrical stories set in the Game of Thrones universe if development moves forward. Actress Sasha Calle has officially joined the cast of the upcoming The Exorcist, which is being developed by Universal Pictures and Blumhouse Productions. The project has Mike Flanagan attached as writer, director, and producer, continuing his work on revitalizing classic horror franchises with modern storytelling. Reports from Deadline and The Hollywood Reporter confirm Calle's involvement, although details about her character remain under wraps. The new installment is positioned as the next major chapter in the long-running supernatural horror series following The Exorcist Believer 2023, which itself served as a direct follow-up to William Friedkin's 1973 original. Flanagan's approach aims to honor the legacy of the franchise while introducing fresh narratives and scares that appeal to contemporary audiences. Sasha Calle is widely recognized for her role as Supergirl in The Flash 2023, and her casting in a horror project highlights her growing presence in high-profile genre films. While Universal has yet to announce an official release date, the involvement of Blumhouse and Flanagan signals that the studio is committed to expanding the Exorcist universe. Fans can expect a suspenseful, character-driven story that combines supernatural terror with Flanagan's signature style, promising a compelling new entry in one of the most iconic horror franchises in cinematic history. Actress Sydney Chandler has revealed that production on Season 2 of Alien Earth is expected to begin filming in May, offering one of the first updates about the future of the upcoming sci-fi series. In a recent interview reported by outlets including Screen Rant and Collider, Chandler confirmed that the team is preparing to return to production soon after the first season's rollout. The show is created by Noah Hawley, known for Fargo and Legion, and is being developed for FX and Hulu as the first television series set in the iconic Alien franchise. Chandler stars as the lead character in the series, which explores new stories from the universe originally introduced in Ridley Scott's classic film. The Alien franchise began with Ridley Scott's 1979 film Alien, which introduced audiences to the terrifying xenomorph creature and became one of the most influential science fiction horror movies ever made. The series later expanded with sequels including Aliens 1986, Alien 3, 1992, and Alien Resurrection, 1997, as well as prequel films Prometheus, 2012, and Alien Covenant, 2017. Over the decades, the franchise has earned more than $1 billion worldwide and has built a massive global fan base. While FX has not yet revealed a premiere date for Season 2, Chandler's comments suggest that the series is already planning ahead for future episodes. With filming expected to begin in May, the expansion of the Alien universe on television continues to move forward. The upcoming horror film Soulmate is set in the expanding Megan universe, as officially received an R rating from the Motion Picture Association. According to reports from Bloody Disgusting and Variety, the film earned the rating for strong bloody violence, gore, sexual content, and language. The project is being produced by Blumhouse Productions and Atomic Monster, the same companies behind the original Megan film, and is being developed as a darker spin-off within the franchise. The movie is directed by Kate Dolan, known for the psychological horror film You Are Not My Mother. The Megan franchise began with the 2022 sci-fi horror hit Megan, directed by Gerard Johnstone and produced by James Wan and Jason Blum. The story followed an advanced AI doll designed to be the perfect companion for children, but which becomes dangerously overprotective. Made on a relatively modest budget, the film quickly became a major box office success, earning more than $180 million worldwide and quickly turning into a pop culture phenomenon. Soulmate is described as a thriller exploring the darker side of artificial companionship, focusing on a man who purchases an AI android designed to be the perfect partner. As the relationship develops, the technology begins to spiral out of control. Universal Pictures has scheduled the film for theatrical release on January 2nd, 2026, continuing the expansion of the Megan horror franchise. DreamWorks Animation has officially revealed details about the upcoming sequel, The Wild Robot 2, included a new director and an official title for the follow-up to the 2023 hit. Reports from Variety and The Hollywood Reporter confirm that Patrick Osborne, the Academy Award-winning director of Feast and Luck, will helm the project. While production is in the early stages, DreamWorks has indicated that the sequel will continue the story of Roz, the robot navigating life among animals in a remote wilderness, blending heartwarming adventure with environmental themes. The original film, The Wild Robot 2023, was based on Peter Brown's 2016 novel of the same name. It followed Roz, a sentient robot stranded on a mysterious island, as she learns to survive and form bonds with the local wildlife. Praised for its stunning animation and emotional storytelling, the movie became a family favorite and reinforced DreamWorks' reputation for high-quality, heartfelt animated films. The sequel aims to expand Roz's journey, exploring new environments, characters, and challenges. Details about the voice cast and release date for The Wild Robot 2 have not yet been officially announced. However, insiders suggest that DreamWorks plans to maintain the tone and charm of the original while introducing larger-scale adventures and fresh narrative elements. Fans of the first movie can expect the sequel to continue Roz's emotional and action-packed journey in the natural world. Academy Award-winning actor Daniel Craig has reportedly been offered a major villain role in The Batman Part 2, the sequel to the 2022 blockbuster directed by Matt Reeves. Sources from Variety and The Hollywood Reporter indicate that the studio is in talks with Craig to bring his signature intensity to the next chapter of the Dark Knight saga. While negotiations are ongoing, insiders suggest that the character could be a completely new adversary for Robert Pattinson's Batman rather than a classic comic book villain, giving Reeves creative freedom to expand the Gotham universe. The Batman 2022 was a critical and commercial success, grossing over $770 million worldwide, earning praise for its dark, noir-inspired take on Gotham City. The film starred Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne Batman, alongside Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Paul Dano as the Riddler, and Colin Farrell as Penguin. Reeves' vision emphasized detective work, psychological depth, and grounded storytelling, setting a new tone for the character in the DC cinematic universe. While no official announcements have been made regarding Craig's involvement or the movie's full cast, production on The Batman Part 2 is expected to begin in mid-2026, with a planned theatrical release in 2027. Fans are eager to see Craig bring his gravitas to Gotham, potentially joining a roster of memorable villains in one of the most anticipated superhero sequels in recent years. Oscar-winning actor Sir Ben Kingsley has officially joined the cast of Sonic the Hedgehog 4, the next installment of the popular video game adaptation franchise. Reports from Deadline and Variety confirm Kingsley's involvement, though details about his character have not yet been revealed. The film is being produced by Paramount Pictures in partnership with Sega, continuing the live-action CGI blend that brought the blue hedgehog to life on the big screen. The Sonic the Hedgehog franchise began with the 2020 release of the first live-action movie, starring Ben Schwartz as the voice of Sonic alongside James Marsden and Jim Carrey. The 2022 sequel, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, expanded the universe by introducing Tails and Knuckles, earning over $405 million worldwide. Both films have been praised for their mix of family-friendly humor, action-packed sequences, and faithful adaptation of the video game characters. While the full cast of Sonic the Hedgehog 4 has not been announced, insiders suggest that Kingsley will play a pivotal role, potentially as a new villain or mentor figure within the story. Production is expected to begin later in 2026, with the film targeting a holiday 2027 release. Fans are excited to see how Kingsley's legendary talent will contribute to the expanding Sonic universe. Actress Callie Cook, known for her role in Formula One, Drive to Survive, and other screen appearances, have been cast alongside Keanu Reeves in an upcoming time loop action film directed by Tim Miller, the filmmaker behind Terminator Dark Fate and Deadpool. According to reports from Deadline and The Hollywood Reporter, Cook will play a key role in the high-concept action thriller, which promises to combine mind-bending temporal mechanics with intense edge-of-your-seat sequences. The film is currently in early pre-production at 20th Century Studios, with Miller overseeing both direction and production. Keanu Reeves, renowned for action franchises such as John Wick and The Matrix, will headline the movie, continuing his streak of physically demanding roles that blend intricate fight choreography with character-driven storytelling. Cook's casting adds a fresh dynamic, pairing her rising talent with Reeves' established action star presence. While specific plot details are being kept under wraps, insiders indicate that the story will center on a repeating time loop, forcing characters to confront danger, deception, and survival in high-stakes scenarios. Production is expected to begin later in 2026, with a potential release date in 2027. Fans of both Reeves and Miller are eagerly anticipating the project, which promises a combination of inventive storytelling, high-octane action, and a unique sci-fi twist, making it one of the most anticipated action films of the next few years. Which of these projects are you most excited to see hit theaters on streaming or platforms first? Comment below and make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. See you in the next one.